Well, in less than 10 hours, Mobilians will be heading to the polls to vote in this year's city elections.
The mayor's office and all city council seats are up for grabs. For a preview, we've got our investigative reporter, Brendan Kirby.
And Brendan, COVID-19 is not on the ballot, but the virus could impact turnout, right?
Yeah, it certainly could, Byron and Lenise. Tomorrow, this school behind me will be one of 35 polling locations throughout the city, but holding an election in the middle of a pandemic presents unique challenges. Tuesday will be Lisa Lambert's fourth municipal election as Mobile City Clerk, but her first since COVID-19. In addition to having to make sure each voting precinct has enough ballots and pens, Lambert says she also had to order hand sanitizer, alcohol wipes, and gloves. The biggest challenge, she says, has been finding enough people to work the polls.
And even now, today, inspectors calling with poll workers that have contracted COVID, or a family member, close family member, a spouse, or a child. And so they've had to back out of working the polls on tomorrow.
Lambert says she's down workers at the last minute at 4 different precincts. She says she's pleaded and begged people who have done the job in the past to pitch in, but she adds it may mean longer waits at some polling places. This year's election also will be the first Mobile has used electronic poll books, like the ones used for the first time in Mobile County during last year's presidential election. Voters will scan their driver's license. Lambert says poll workers can even print out directions to a voter's polling site if the voter goes to the wrong one. The clerk will monitor it all from this conference room on the 9th floor of Government Plaza.
And we'll be able to see if there are any technical issues with any e-poll book that are in all of the 35 locations. This is what I'm calling our command central.
In 2017, about 4% of voters cast absentee ballots. Even though mail voting surged during the 2020 presidential election because of the pandemic, Lambert says that she has received roughly the same number of absentee ballots this year.
I'm not surprised. I'm more disappointed that more people aren't exercising their right to elect who they would like to see govern our local government. So it's more disappointment.
If you're voting tomorrow, be aware that the polling site might be different from the one you're used to voting in during state and federal elections. Head to our website, fox10tv.com, and we've got a link to a website that will help you find the right place. Reporting live from Mobile, Brendan Kirby, Fox 10 News.